Life is very, very funny. It's very spontaneous. It takes you to different places that sometimes you don't know where you're going. But God has a way of placing things in your life to make you stronger. One of the most powerful persons that I know in my life now is our guest today on Unscripted TV, exclusive interview with Veron Miller, my sister. You may be asking, what is it about this beautiful lady that is so powerful? But she has been through fun times and she has been through trauma times. She has been through times that has depleted her to the floor. And that has affected her entire family. But there are times when she encouraged the entire family. And we will hear of those stories right now as we unfold. Veron, thank you for doing this interview. We're not going to be so formal like profile on TVJ, but we're just going to get into the story. Tell our viewers, life growing up. What was life like for you growing up?
I was a tomboy. Yes, I know it's hard to understand, but yes, I was a tomboy. Growing up, it was just my sister and I. So it was two of us alone with mommy. That it was away most of the time sewing. So the breadfruit to pick, the coconut to pick, the jackfruit, the yam to dig, all of those things. And I was the biggest child or the eldest child, so I picked up the role and I did all of those things. So I was the tomboy around the house.
So Serena was the girly one.
Yeah. I don't want to play no dolly house. I never liked playing dolly house. I had a cousin, Richie. Richie was living with us. I want to go outside and play a gun with Richie.
Gun war.
Yes, and ride the stick for the stick man. You know, the stick horse.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do. That's what I did growing up. An experience. One day, my cousins and I went to the sea. Went to the beach. And we didn't go down the road to go to the beach. We just got on there, you know. And the boys all decided that they were going to swim. And they took off their clothes and decided they were going to swim. And guess what this girl did?
Don't you take off your clothes?
I stripped down naked.
Luckily for them time that chest you have.
I stripped down naked and I went to swim with the boys. And we had a whale of it's like time just flew because we were in there. We were swimming and splashing and making noise. When we reached home, my cousin apparently did something wrong. And mommy was about to beat him. And mommy said, "What happened? Where you guys?" Blah, blah, blah. And my cousin just turned and said, "Veron bathed naked at the sea." And you know, mommy beat me for that because she said, as a girl, they're not supposed to do them something.
And they get beaten for everything in a
But so. it was
fun.
Experience. It was.
And Richie, big up yourself. I don't know if Richie watched Big Up Yourself, one of our cousin, top chef. And I know Serena was there most of the time. You and Serena actually grew together. You're 2 years apart.
Yes.
And I can, yes.
Serena was the fighter in the family.
Oh.
Serena would anything, she won't fight me. She literally wanted to beat me, but she was a sickler. She had sickle cell.
What caused that? She was born with that?
Yes, she was born with sickle cell. I think mommy and daddy have the trait. I don't know much. I don't know much bio or medicine, but I just know my sister was a sickler. She had sickle cell, so she was sick most of the times.
I remember she got her head burst at one point.
Yes.
A lot of blood.
That was a rough experience.
Can you share that experience? Do you remember?
I do. I remember. So it was one afternoon we were coming from school, and I was up on top of the steps, and there were two guys playing, and they were throwing stones at each other.
Big stones, or
yeah. And the next thing I heard was this guy shout out and say, "Oh my God, someone little girl up on the ground." When I went down there and saw that it was my sister, oh Jesus, I cried like there was no tomorrow. She fainted. She lost so much blood. She was just, I was looking at my sister like she's dead. And Anyway, we got up and my grandma, because mommy wasn't home, so my grandma and we rushed to her to the hospital. And for weeks, my sister was in the hospital. They had to cut off her hair. They shaved her head bald because her brain was damaged. Yeah, her brain was damaged, and they had to do a surgery. They had to cut the skull and like brush off the splinter of the brain itself. And they did that at Bustamante, at the Children's Hospital though. They took her from thing. And I remember one day, mommy took me to Kingston to look for her. And when I looked, and I saw my sister coming out with her head wrapped up with white, like a white tape, something. And where she got the cut, there was a bulge. And I said, "Look at you, Serena." And she said, "Tita man, stop it now."
Santa Claus is out. Alright, so
she called me Tita because she wanted to say sister growing up. And she couldn't, so she called me Tita all her life.
Alright, so we're gonna take a break right here. And little did Veron know that Bustamante Children's Hospital would have seen her 2 more times after that. But we have that story to share after these shout outs. So while growing up, you know that we all know that you are the bright sparks in the family. Veron did common entrance and a GSAT. So I'm a young smartest. She might look young. But tell us about your school days, primary school, high school, even university.
Primary school was fun. It was awesome. I remember we had this principal, Mr. Noble. I'll never forget Mr. Noble. My mother told me, I didn't know, that the recommendation letter that he wrote for me to leave primary school to go to high school, he wrote in it and said I was a mathematician. When my mother told me, I'm like, is who Mr. Noble I talk about? Because I know me. But obviously he thought I was a bright child. So, but then I passed common entrance at 10.
10 years old.
10 years old. It was my first.
And I'm not spell my name enough.
I wasn't supposed to pass the common entrance, you know. What they were doing was giving the students in grade 4 a chance to experience what exam was about. And 4 of us out of the entire class passed.
Grade 5 and 6.
Yeah, I didn't go to grade 5 and 6. I went straight to high school.
And which high school was that?
Oh, one and only Titchfield High School. Yeah.
Big up one Titch. Big up one Titch. Who was the principal at that time?
At Titchfield?
Yeah.
Mr. Chin.
Oh,
Do you know Mr. Chin?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I heard of
goodness.
him.
That's
I know Mr. Taxter. The best principal. He is now the Custos for Portland.
No. Mr. Chin Bungi. The best principal ever.
That are some donkey years, no people. A donkey years, that's them time the bus now run. Oh, you reach school them time the
bus.
bus. Like one bus them on the road.
No, there was a school bus from St. Mary's Bay. No, as a matter of fact, from Buff Bay. And it only carried school children. But in the mornings when it reached St. Mary's Bay, I was this small, and then many mornings the conductor in the bus would say, only the little one that we can't carry.
Everybody else late.
Yes. So me alone would go up in the bus in the mornings. High school, and we would go up to Titchfield. High school was fun days. It was awesome.
You and Megan?
I cannot remember studying.
You and Megan was in the same class?
Megan and I have been friends from primary school.
Oh, big up yourself, Megan. One of the channel's biggest supporter that's still in us. She promotes it hard. So big up yourself, Megan.
Megan is my sister for life. Megan is my sister for life. We have been friends from primary school. And we went to high school together. And as a matter of fact, give you a joke, when we reached 4th form, Mommy, so we are going into 5th form. Finish 4th form or we're going into 5th form. Mommy went back up Titchfield and tell Mr. Chin, I am not ready for 5th form. I am not matured. I can't go to CXC, not like that. So he's to send me back to 4th form. Not because I failed my subjects or anything, but Mommy just believes that I wasn't.
You need to do a year over.
Yeah, I started at 10. So I just wasn't ready for 5th form. And that year now, I don't know what happened with Megan, but Megan repeated. So we both ended up in the same class. And listen to me, they could not separate us. There was a teacher, there was a math teacher, I think Chester Megan, remind me if I Chester him name. Chester would call us the untouchables. But it was fun.
So those are the pop-off girls for them time.
Listen, man, when we used to go parties, no.
Daddy, you hear that? What? Daddy, you hear that? Why you hear that? School stuff. Yeah, man.
But Mommy would supervise. Mommy would come with us or
stand
up outside. No, she stand up on the road or wherever. But when me and Megan, man, trust me, and Megan. Yeah, always.
So I remember when I was younger, you told me about a story where your fingers got enclosed in that door.
Yes, I was in 1st form. I was in 1st form or 2nd form, I think. And I was in the bathroom before some young ladies, and they came after me and started fighting to go into the bathroom before me. Not fist fight, but they were friends and they were playing. Yeah. And my finger was in the door like this. And one of the young ladies rushed in and squeezed my finger in the door. And all I'm crying out, she's not hearing. And the door squeezed out my nails from way down here, go right up. I usually reach home by 1:30.
Wow.
And when Mommy said 2 o'clock and I don't come home, she started worrying. She started wondering what happened. And she didn't know that my English teacher, Miss Thompson, had taken me up to the hospital, and she was up there with me for the whole afternoon. And the doctors, they dressed up the finger, dressed it, and I went home. But when I had to catch the second bus, the second trip that the bus made to go home, and Mommy was down the road waiting, asking everybody if they saw me. And when she saw me come home with my 2 fingers.
That time we don't have phone, people, so you have to wait.
Will you stop with this?
But the thing people knows, because they don't wonder why she could never just call.
And like the Friday, I remember I went back up there because the doctor said I have to take out the nail. And I got 5 injections to take out these 2 little nails out of my finger. 5 injections. Oh. That's how I knew I was allergic to penicillin.
Oh.
Penicillin.
Okay.
I got, when the nurse gave me the injection, I was saying, Mommy, how it burning me. So Mommy started rubbing it. You said, Mommy my hand just started swell up and get big. So they had to rush and give me something else to counteract the reaction of the penicillin. But then I got 2 injections in here. So that's 3, and then I got another one here for another one. I'm about 5. And I remember when I was on the bed and the doctor went to take out the nails. The doctor said to me, so you don't want any brother in your life? How many siblings you have? And I'm saying, I have 1 sister. And I'm crying down the place. And the doctor said, so you don't want a brother? And I said, no, I don't want no brother.
Oh, I understand. But that's nice though. And you moved from there to NCU.
Absolutely. I applied for UE, you know. I applied for UE. Mommy, when I went home and I tell mommy that I applied for, honestly, I didn't even know what UE was all about. But guess what? I saw all my friends and everybody, they were just applying. Everybody was just applying.
Mommy said you got NCU.
So mommy said, no UE. You're going down to NCU. And I went to NCU. Actually enjoyed college
the great
life.
Dr. Herbert Thompson.
Oh yes, he's one of my mentors.
You know, people, Veron did sciences in high school. But when she went to university, she switched and started doing business. Am I correct?
Yes.
And she's even working in that field to date. Alright, so we have heard, when you were young, we have heard about school. And we will now transition into another aspect of her life, her love life. Sure, you want to hear that. So when we come back, you'll hear of her love life, dating, courting, and family, and all of those when we return. Alright, so your love life, Veron. I know you have dated before, or maybe court. You're gonna tell our viewers, what's that part of your life all about? I know some of you are hearing this for the very first time, and you may be anticipating what she's going to say. So tell us about your love life. You dating, what's happening? What was happening back in the day?
Should I start from the first?
If you want to, you can go ahead.
I'll just start from college. Let's
so if Kevin
college.
is watching, I remember him.
Yeah. Let's use college. So Kevin was my first boyfriend in college. I mean,
people are about to go Google the man, them know and wonder who. Not call their last name.
Okay, I will.
Please. Yeah.
And I remember.
Give them some nickname.
Okay.
So Kev.
I remember I was walking along the auditorium. And Kevin was upstairs because he was working with media, and he apparently dropped something. I don't know if he did it on purpose and asked me to take it up. And when I took it up, he said, "Can you meet me on the step and give it to me, please?" So, carried on there and gave it to him, and then he said, "Thank you very much, whatever. What is your name again?"
Again?
So I said, "But I never tell him my name before." And he laughed and said, I thought you did. I said, "No, I didn't. I never met you before. So don't do that." He said, "Anyway, my name is Kevin. And I said, "Veron." He said, "Can I see you? You're on." I said, "Yes." He said, "Can I see her?" I said, I'm going to be around. I'm going to be around. And that just blossomed. I thought Kevin was
the butterfly feeling.
Yeah.
Alright, so fast forwarding, you met anybody else? After leaving college, before you leave, or Kevin was the college?
Kevin was the college boyfriend.
Okay.
And for all of you who liked me in college, I can't call on a name, so we're talking about the official one, Kevin. Okay?
So you're the side man, Kevin.
I said they liked me. That's what I said.
Okay.
Right? I mean, I never lived on dorm. When I was going to college, I used to live in the community, and I used to attend Knockpatrick.
SDA.
Right. And I had tons of friends from Knockpatrick Church. Listen to me, man. Those are good friends, because up until today, when I see them, when I show, it's like when we see each other and hug, and it's just good. It's just really good. But I'm going to tell you something. Going to college when I started college, I went there as, a naive girl. Those guys at church, I blame them. They are the ones who took me to my first club session.
And it's not community club in nightclub.
I went to church Sabbath, and then all of them are planned Sabbath afternoon. Them I go, I think the club that name War 21 a man. I mean never gone club yet in my whole life. And them said, Veron, yeah, come now. Because I was just their sister-in. And when we into the club now, all of them take turns to stay with me because me don't know what to do. And I'm asking, so what you want to drink? I mean, I said, Pepsi. And I'm say, you even come and come drink Pepsi.
Adventist never drink Pepsi. So we fast forwarding after university and you and Kevin split. You met anybody else?
I did. I met Richie.
Wow. And a nickname we're giving people, and I'm real name that. Yeah.
And yeah, I fell in love.
You fell in it?
I think so.
You should have stood.
I dropped on my ground. I dropped on my ground in love with Richie.
Okay.
Richie and I got married.
Oh, cool.
We got married. As a matter of fact, we were married for 10 years.
You were?
Yes, we were married.
Okay, so you're not married now?
I am not married. We got divorced. There are issues.
But you guys still communicate?
Absolutely. We're friends. We're friends. We still talk.
So did you formulate any offspring in that?
We did. That is a very extremely touchy topic when you talk about offspring.
You can share it with us, man. But never before stories been told. So listen up.
We had a son, Ronaldo.
And you look now his picture. Should I show his picture? Is it okay to show his picture? I'll show his picture right here. May I have one of these things, please? Thank you. Not sure if you want a bigger one. So Ronaldo
passed away at the age of 5. He was gonna be 6 the May. And he passed away in April.
So I see that has affected you and it's still affecting you.
There are persons who say to me that you'll get over it. And I'm not even trying. I don't want to try to get over it because it hurts. It hurts a lot. And I know there are a lot of persons who have lost children. My mother lost her daughter.
Yeah, we're going to talk.
It just... That was my only child. We had 3 more.
So, was he sick or for those who may be wondering?
He had a hole in his heart. And he got an infection in the hole.
That's fine. So when I tell you about strong people, I'm talking about my sister right here. Very, very, very strong woman. I know she's emotionally distraught right now, but Ronaldo died 2011 and Serena, same sister, died 2010. Like a year exactly apart.
Exactly. The day my sister passed away was the day Ronaldo went to the hospital. The exact day. I mean, Rafi, I can tell you every single thing that happened like it was yesterday. I can tell you the days right down to the hour. March 13th. I try not to talk to people on March 13th. Any time between March and May, every year, those are usually my worst times. I'm angry. There are many times I get angry at God, because I remember I was at the hospital one day, and there was this lady down there complaining and cussing and quarreling, so she don't want her child, and she don't know why God would take baby from her. That child got better and left the hospital, but mine didn't, and I wanted my child. And more and more, there are many times I questioned God. I said, I mean, I did everything which I think I was doing. You know, you don't have sex before marriage. You do things in life. You know, you get married first, and then the children and stuff. You finish high school, then you go off to college. You still remain in church. You're active in church.
Why you?
Yeah, of course. And I did, and I'm thinking, you know, do all of these things. But Rafiq, I know you don't remember this, but I remember one night you and I left the hospital. We went home, and I was so tired. And you said to me, Veron, I don't want to tell you this, you know, because I know you're going to hurt, but I have to tell you. I dreamt you last night, and I dreamt that you were Job, and you were climbing up the hill, and every time you go, you slide back down. And you said to me, Veron, you know, sister, you are the woman Job. I look at you and I said, Rafiq, why would you tell me that? No, because how can I be the woman Job? It means I'm never go through hard times. You told me that Wednesday night, Thursday morning, Bernardo passed away. I know you don't remember, but that's what I'm telling you. I can remember. I can tell you these things like it was yesterday. So that was my Job experience. So I was the woman Job, the female version of Job. I literally lost. And just after Bernardo passed away, my marriage got broken. So it's like one by one they were cutting off. And I just segue into it because my health was not even any better. And I know persons might say why I didn't have another child after that. But after my sister passed away, one day I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, the gynecologist, he said, have you ever done a pap smear, Mrs. Burton? And then he called me Mrs. Burton, and I said, no, I've never done one. And he said, I think you should. And I did. And I was diagnosed with cancer. I was diagnosed with cancer, cervical cancer, a couple months after my sister passed away. So I had my son, and I figured everything was quite fine, and I'm going on fine. And some months later, the doctor called me, and the doctor said, it's growing, it's getting, the cells are multiplying. So what I think you should do is to do a hysterectomy. So I did a hysterectomy this year. So my sister passed away in March. Did the hysterectomy sometime like close to the end of the year. And the following year, April, my son died. And then sometime after that, I lost my marriage. So it's like it was just one after the other, just like what happened in Job's life. One after the other, everything, it's like it was just chipping away, bit by bit by bit.
What a story, everybody. Really a Job story. Really a Job story. Maybe I forgot to put this video. This is part 1 of 2. Maybe I forgot to do a part 2, I don't know. But this is mind-blowing. So we're gonna take a break right here. We're gonna cool down and come back. I'm gonna learn more about Veron in our last segment coming up next. So stay tuned as we take a break at this time. Unscripted.
Hi my friends, this is O'Shea Miller here, and I hope that you're enjoying the video thus far. While subscribing to Unscripted TV, I'm asking you that you subscribe to my channel below. The link will be in the description, and you'll find some exciting content coming soon your way. Subscribe, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of the video coming. Take care.
Hey people, you know my family is a unique family, you know. I mean, not just immediate family, my extended family. Because along with Veron, I have a whole heap of girl cousin. Kimon, Kerry, Shamika, and the list go on. So mad people, let me know, man. So all of them mad. But Shamika now, one time me and Kerry and Shamika go beach, you know. Then another time then me and Kerry decide so we're gonna race up the shortcut at Winifred. And we are run and going and Shamika said, me not in a race, you know. And we are run go up there, you know. And we look at one man and run back with a machine. Shamika shot up the hill and pass me and Kerry, you know. And the man come and say, Shamika run come to me and Kerry and say, the man I run me down with the machine. And the man said, who see this ugly white too, man? The business with you? I running with my black niggers. Move from your son. Man start coach Shamika, you know. And me and Kerry there look at that dead red laugh. Dead red laugh, man. And Shamika and Kerry, big up on themselves. Big up on themselves. You see, people say me and Shamika and Kimon look alike. Me and Veron look alike, you know. Me and Kimon and Shamika pass for brother and sister.
Mommy, you hear me disown me.
Yeah, man, because we look the best in the family. Kimon, Shamika, and myself. We don't know that, no. So we don't argue, we know that. But back to Veron. Veron, what do you do for fun now?
No.
These times, yeah. After going through so much, what do you do for fun?
I love going to the gym. I'm at the gym 5 o'clock every morning.
Lord of mercy. Yes, sir.
I'm at the gym 5 o'clock every morning. It's something that I love to do. And Marky, I complain about the pain, but it's good. I like to hear it. Let me tell you, 2 weeks ago I went to Portland and my mommy, when I put on my clothes, and mommy said, no man, whatever you do, continue do it, you look good. You know how that made me feel?
People no, man. No, we now make sure you do a 360 full when I watch.
360, what is that?
No, me see the cameraman about.
So let me model.
No.
Not
The unscripted TV is strictly unscripted.
Alright, the next thing that I love to do, I love gardening. Right now I think I have over 100 plants on my veranda.
We're going to show them all of them plants.
But you have to take care. They're my babies.
In the morning you'll see a shot.
I do. I speak with them. They give me, they're just so refreshing to me. And I love when they're blooming.
So they talk to you?
You know, my neighbor said to me the other day, when I came in, he said, hi, good morning. So I said, oh hi, I didn't see you. He said, I saw you. So I said, what you mean? He said, them answer you? I said, what you talking about? He said, because I see you talking to them.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I talk to the flowers and people. So you go to the gym, you talk to your...
Start talking. Guys, welcome to my garden of oasis. These are my children. This is what keeps me alive. This is what keeps me going every morning, every other morning. I mean, we have conversations. Look at my orchids when they're ready and they just put out roots on top of roots. And my ball of fire, when it's ready, it just blooms. Listen to me, man. I couldn't be more to be in this space. Oh, and I need to shout out to my 2 soulmates, Latoya and Dervon. Thank you guys for being my source of strength, and I know you'll always be there for me. Thank you. Bye. No. Yes.
Oh, them have names?
Not all of them.
The name non Rafik, you know?
Not all of them have names, but a few.
Okay.
There's one that Denham, big up Denham, that Denham gave me. His name is Junior.
Okay.
The plant's name is Junior. Yes. So from time to time I'll call them and say, Junior blooming, you know.
Okay. Big up yourself, Denham.
Yes. So I love
Jim and flowers.
Let's not talk about the water. I love me some water.
Beach.
Pool, river, beach, falls, anyone.
Just
I
water.
mean, jump off in it. Listen, tempt me to hold the highest of heights. I want to jump off. I just want to be in the water constantly. It's something that I love to do. I love it. It's a good thing I'm from Portland.
So
It's nice.
So I'm happy. I'm sure the viewers are happy that despite the experiences that you have gone through, that you still can have fun. And you still can experience fun just the same. How about your support system?
That's
How
what
is
I
your
was about
support
to
system?
say, that I have an extremely very powerful, strong support system. It's my mother and my father.
Mhm.
They
And
never.
and
What happened
mother,
to you?
father,
What
and
happened to you?
I'm asking, and who again?
I'm going down the list.
Okay,
I'm going
okay.
down the list. My mother and father never go to bed or wake up in the mornings and go out without praying for me.
That's true.
Constantly. I mean, it's beyond me. How it's just it's a part of their ritual. And if I call them in the mornings and they're talking and Daddy will just say, anyway, I pray for you, so everything is gonna be all right today. He just speaks with such confidence. You know, I pray for you, so you're gonna be fine. And there are times when I call mommy and she'll know something is wrong with me. And she said, what is wrong? And I'm, mommy, I don't want to talk about it right now. You know, but she knows something is wrong. And yesterday I was at work and in the middle of the day I looked at my phone and mommy sent me a message. No matter what, I love you. You cannot go. I mean, you always wanna. I live with my brother Oshay, and trust me, sometimes we cuss him, holy too. But Oshay is really a tower of strength to me too.
I know just saving the best for last. I'm not asking that.
So let's continue to Megan. Megan is awesome.
Okay.
Megan and I will not talk for like months. No, not months, maybe weeks. And then when we start talking, it's like we talked yesterday. We have that bond. It's
man.
lovely.
Pick up yourself, then Megan.
Yeah, man. And you mentioned Denham. Denham is. I tell everybody that
Denham is a poor man and people.
No, Denham
is
a
a
baby
poor
daddy.
man
No,
and
stop,
people.
no, stop, no, man, Joe. Denham a baby daddy, man. Denham is just a good friend. He's really a shoulder for me. There's also Mrs. Weir at my office. She's a listener.
Miss Weir, hati no people. She like a blaze. If you're a woman of her age, may I tell you so.
Yeah, man, she's
She a blaze, man. She a blaze. She a blaze. So I was bound better put pep up him step if him. So.
Can I continue?
Yeah, man.
Thank you. I want to mention my sister-in-law, Sabrina. Sabrina, you're good. Big up yourself. You're nice.
She's not good. She's great. We know that.
She listens to me, and there are times when we are talking and she makes one or two comments and she don't know how much she has strengthened me. At church, I don't know why I'm drawn to the young people at church, but today Romaine, I have not spoken to Romaine in a long while, and Romaine just messaged me and said, I know we haven't linked in a while, but just so you remember, I love you. It was, I mean, I had to say to him, Romaine, you made my day. I feel so special.
Pick up yourself from
I
here.
mean, and all the young people there, they give me the energy to move on, to carry on.
Yes, so I know persons from your church who's, I know like Ella Jobson.
Yes.
And the other persons
and
there.
his wife, and
Yes,
I call
yes.
them my mommy and daddy in Kingston.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. They're lovely people. They are lovely people.
And your current pastor is my friend from university. Pastor Jump. Big up yourself.
Pastor Jump
Yeah, man.
he's a good man. He is. I can't hate anybody. So you see how many persons I have mentioned as my support system?
Except one, but me not say nothing. And me I go upload the video.
Oh, you mean Avian and Raphael? Oh, Nirel and Nathaniel. Oh my goodness. They're lovely. What am I forgetting?
No, you're good.
Listen, I forgot at work. Big up yourself, my boss. You're good. Am I
So
forgetting?
all I want to know is get them big up there. Big up who I want to sell. But me just omit my name.
Who?
What you mean who?
Oh yeah.
Hey, Oshay, talk to her because I made the bigger one. She may be the older one, but I made the bigger one.
I'm not old. Old and Veron does not go in the same section.
Yeah, she's the
The
ager one.
No.
You ever heard that ager? Man, so what do you say to persons who are going through hard, challenging times, similar to what you have experienced? What do you say to them?
You have to take it one step at a time. I'm an overthinker. My brother always said to me that I don't know the use of my bed because I hardly sleep. I mean, if I sleep 4 hours for the night, that's long. And within those 4 hours, wake up 3 times.
Right now?
Yes. Because my mind is moving at 100 miles an hour. I have to have things to do to keep me occupied, to get things done.
Mm-hmm.
So for persons who are going through things, occupy yourself with things. If you stay alone, you are going to get depressed. You're going to, But if you're alone, find things to do. Make sure you're reading. Make sure even if you're watching TV, just take yourself out of your condition because you are definitely going to be depressed. You make sure you have a good support system. People who you can call, not to talk, because sometimes you don't have to say anything. You just be on the phone, just to know that somebody else is on the other end of the phone. And maybe you're crying. Maybe you're crying out and say, I can't manage. The person not there encouraging you and telling you, say, God knows best and it's going to be better tomorrow. No, just for somebody just to listen, just to hear you out. And just not to say anything sometimes. Because sometimes the words that they say might just throw you even further. So, and then, most importantly, you have to have a relationship with God. As much as many times I may be teaching Sabbath school and talking to my young people, and I tell them up front, me and God in a malice this morning. Because there are times I get on my knees to pray, and when I start to pray, and the things are so overwhelming, I'm like, you know what, God? Me can't talk to you this morning. Me vexed, me angry because I cannot understand why these things happen to me. So me get up and me leave it. But by this evening, it occurred to me that you have to go on your knees to talk to God, You can't just sit down and say, oh my God, I really don't like what I'm going, And I would love for you to do something about it. Let me tell you an experience I have. Nadine, I have to mention you. Nadine came and spent a weekend with me. Once she and her daughter. And I said to Nadine the Sunday morning, let's have worship. So then I didn't know this was happening. And Nadine said, so she and her daughter, fine, now we're having worship. And I said, okay, I'll pray. So Nadine is telling people now that when I started praying, like after the first 3-4 lines, she opened her eyes and she looked around to wonder who may I talk to. Because she said, I was just praying like I was talking, having a normal conversation with somebody, and she's always saying, boy, let me tell you something, don't come between Veron and her God, because the relationship that they have is just amazing. It's just big. So I'm telling everybody, all of those things, a good support system, persons that you can rely on, persons that won't only just call you and tell you, say, go do this, go do that, just to be a listening ear. Get yourself occupied, get yourself active, do things. You can volunteer here, volunteer to church, volunteer at some school, do things. 1 year, a Labor Day, I don't know anybody in the community. I went down to the hardware store and I asked the man if he don't know where them I do know a Labor Day project. And he said to me up at the school. And I drove alone, go up to the school. I don't know anybody up there, but people were up there working. And I went up there, went to the person in charge and said, I'm here to help. And I went and I started meeting people and painting and doing this and doing that. And for the whole day I was up there working. So I'm saying just get active, do things, and have a brother like Rafi.
Alright,
those things are important. But I didn't mention and have a relationship with God. And remember, it doesn't have to be one that you go down on your knees and say, Lord have mercy, Father. No, no, nothing like that. Nothing like that. Just have an open relationship with God. Talk to Him. Express yourself. He understands. He does.
And there we have it. What a way to end an exciting, intriguing, quite awesome interview. I enjoyed it every moment. The tears, the laughter, the fun, the excitement. I hope you did too. Until next time, remember we're unscripted. You don't know what's coming next. So stay tuned to see what is coming next.
Like, share, and subscribe.
And leave a comment also.
Oh, yeah.
And for the next video, the person who leaves, we're gonna shout out the persons who leave comments there. And we're close to 1,000. Maybe by the time this video is posted, we are over 1,000. So thank you for your support, and thank you for all that you have been doing to Unscripted TV so far. Big up on yourself, stay safe, and we'll meet again. Let's get a hug. Thank you. Bye everybody. Take care. Oh, and big shout out to the videographer, a man on camera, O'Shea. You know the worms, man. The man who beat man, who know mom best challenge.
Oh, Rafi,
Alright.
get it
You
straight.
can't stop the video now.